We are in this situation together. What should you be most concerned about?
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
What's going on, fam? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, Papa Beardio, Papa Unkempt Beard. I decided to not groom the beard today, so it's flying in the breeze. There's no breeze, whatever. What's going on? Welcome back to some more NOC. I hope you're enjoying the sack on your chin lately. Here's some extra sack for you and yours because maybe, and probably, you're at home and you were feeling a little chilly. And you're like, I wish I could warm myself and my family with a little bit of Papa Swolio's sack. Well, I am here to do just that. This situation is getting crazier and crazier. And what happens with people that are facing the unknown is that we resort to fear, and fear turns into anger. So there are a lot of concerns, there are a lot of conflicts, there's a lot of misinformation, and there's a lot of things that are really kind of coming to a day-by-day basis where we don't have all the answers today. We're learning more a lot day by day. When I say we, it's not me, it's the scientists that are the experts in this field. So rather than run and do the fear-mongering media bullshit, and rather than just walk around, go to spring break, and hang out on the beach like an idiot, let's talk about what we do know. There are a lot of people that are going to die from this. There's a lot of people that die every day. There's a lot of people that die from the regular flu. This is undeniable. It's worldwide. What is happening are things that need to be put in place to mitigate the amount and the severity in a short period of time. Because when we have a situation, or when anyone has a situation, it's like the difference between some light rain versus a flood. If there's a flood, we can't stop it. If there's a big enough flood at one time, enough water in one area at one time, it's so massively destructive. That's why floods are so dangerous. Tsunamis are so dangerous. You remember the earthquake. It wasn't the earthquake itself, the one that happened a few years ago. It was a tsunami that resulted from the earthquake that wiped out all those islands, that just massive, massive, massive damage in, I believe it was it Indonesia or the Philippine area? Go look it up. This is just something that came into my head right now. But remember that? It was the amount of water. So this is the same thing. If we have a flood right now, we need to make it as much of a stream or a river or a little light shower that we possibly can. So the difference between a drop of water and a flood or a tsunami is night and day. And I don't think anyone's arguing that, but that's what we're trying to do here. My concern are the side effects from all of this. My concern is the side effects for all of you, for your health. My concerns are the side effects for the economy, for people that are going to be put in an even lower socioeconomic state after this because they're losing their jobs, because their customers are purchasing other things or flocking to the supermarkets to buy fucking toilet paper when they can be more useful doing other things, when they could be exercising or walking around or doing their job, which might not have to be shut down. Like, are we doing too much? Are we overreacting? Or do you think we're doing the right thing? I think from a disease mitigation standpoint, and I'm no expert, so you could drop what you think down below, but I think that everything that's being done is exactly what should be done from a viral standpoint. And the severity or the overreacting aspect of it is what needs to happen to slow something down. And we're not talking conspiracy theories. I'm not talking about anyone that's pulling the strings like a puppeteer or anything like that. I'm not blaming North Korea. I'm not running my mouth about any of that stuff. What I'm talking about is from a disease standpoint, from a scientific standpoint. It all makes sense. We don't want our country, the United States, to look like Italy or to look like China. We don't want to wait. And especially in this culture where it's the blame game, where someone gets blamed, oh, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. It's one thing to blame the coronavirus. It's another thing to blame Major League Baseball or the NHL or the NBA for not closing, or Disney World for staying open and then furthering the spread. That's very bad publicity. Not to mention it's a public health disaster. So they're getting a lot of pressure from the government and from the CDC and people that really know what they're talking about behind the scenes. We're just seeing the effect of it. Bars are closing, restaurants are closing. This is all to improve social distancing, which means keeping people away from each other, because that's how viruses spread. That's just the fact. That's how viruses spread. The reason why that's so important is because it's not that a 20-year-old is going to get sick and die. A lot of people, fucking Tom Hanks, NBA players, all these people that are getting sick, a lot of people are looking at that and like, oh, it's no big deal because they're getting the sniffles. Okay, they had the sniffles. It's no big deal. Oh, it's just a flu. If you're healthy, you'll be fine. That might be true. But they're finding out that people may be viral for weeks at a time, even after they have symptoms. So that same person that had the sniffles, no big deal, they feel better, good, I don't want anyone to die. So that NBA player or that person feels better. 3 weeks later, they go and visit their grandmother. 3 weeks later, they're in a grocery store and their clerk or they're at the bank and the teller is 55 years old and has heart disease. That's how it can spread and how other people can die. And that's the problem with the containment, is that we don't know how long this can stay in someone's body or stay active or be transmittable. And if that's the case, how long afterwards are people at risk? Because you probably have a grandmother or a mother or a father. Like, what about all the people that need to work to support someone in that situation in their household? Maybe their mother is living with them, their grandmother, their aunt, their father, their husband or wife might be incapacitated, their child has autoimmune issues. So they need to work to provide for those people, their family members. What happens when these people can't work because their work shuts down? What if they can't make money? They can't support these people. But what if their work stays open? They go to work, they're making money, they're supporting their family, they're supporting their high-risk family members, but they don't have symptoms and they get it at work. They come home and then their loved ones die because they caught the virus that they got at work, but they didn't show symptoms or they had the sniffles and there was no big deal. So that's the problem. It's how long you can pass it on. We have a lot of people that are elderly. We have a lot of people that are sick, that are predisposed to these illnesses, that are predisposed to making this a more severe situation with obesity, with heart disease, with diabetes, with all the things that are always here. That's why I'm saying now is not the time for panic. The fucking toilet paper shit is atrocious. The media is atrocious. Like, they are blowing this out of proportion. However, I will say that, and this is what happened before, like the government and the media, everyone was saying, hey, you should distance yourself, don't go to large concerts, don't group in, large quantities, but people were going out and partying. So if you ask nicely, it's like a child. If you ask nicely, they don't do it. The American public and people were said, hey, don't go to large areas, don't go to large venues. People didn't fucking listen. So the powers that be recognized that no one was doing jack shit and this was really serious, so they had to drop the ban hammer and start closing shit down because people didn't fucking listen, because they didn't take it seriously. And then when these laws get passed and these restrictions happen, then, oh, you're overreacting. Well, there's always gonna be someone pissed. Either we're overreacting in retrospect when it turns out, oh, the coronavirus wasn't a big deal, but maybe it wasn't a big deal because we overreacted. Or we don't do anything and then everyone's blamed for not taking action. These are the fucking toilet paper people. These are the people that you're damned if you do and you fucking are damned if you don't. So what can you do? You can get some fucking sleep. You can reset your sleep schedule. I don't know how that's gonna happen because everyone's gonna be sucking down Disney Plus and Netflix nonstop, so people are gonna be up all night, so you're still affecting your health by not sleeping. People are eating junk food, we know that. They're buying up toilet paper and fucking Pringles, so we know people aren't taking care of themselves. They're shitting their brains out and they're fucking eating garbage food. They're not exercising, gyms are closed. I doubt there's a big rush on exercise equipment right now. There will be less of it when people try to get back to normal after a few days of this, get a little stir crazy and realize, hey, my gym's closed, let me buy some equipment, but that's all gonna be gone. So people aren't gonna be exercising as much. They're gonna be going out for a walk, maybe, but if you're in the city or if you're in a crowded area, you don't wanna go outside because you wanna social distance. You're gonna be stressed out because you don't have purpose, you've lost your job, so then all of a sudden you're depressed, you don't have your community, your people, your work, your peers, your friends, you're Skyping, you're doing shit. I mean, you're gonna be at a loss. There are a lot of people that are on medication, that are gonna be heavily medicated, drinking tons of alcohol, tons of fucking drugs, that are gonna be so fucking unhinged. This can go sideways so fast in many ways. I'm not even talking just about economic or political, social, all of it. Literally, in this situation, I honestly do not think the virus is the most serious issue. I think that's a big issue, but I think that's very specific. And I think aside from what the media blows it out of proportion to be, scientists have a very good idea of what it is, how to combat it, and we're working on a vaccine X, Y, and Z. But the containment strategies, we know like what the virus does, aside from any mutations or stuff they haven't told us yet, but okay, it does this, it infects people like this, these people are at risk, this is how we can treat it, do this. We're lucky lucky. People, we're fucking lucky. It's not a 40 to 60% mortality rate. It's not like you get it and you flip a coin and you're gonna live or die. This is a good situation from a viral standpoint, I know, but sicknesses always take out the weak. It always happens. People die from pneumonia and the flu all the fucking time. What I don't fucking like is when the media says, man killed, coronavirus kills 77-year-old man. The coronavirus didn't kill a 77-year-old man in a fucking assisted living home. The guy was sick and fucking old, had tons of underlying health issues, and then got sick and his immune system couldn't protect him. The wording is atrocious, and that's what's scaring the fuck out of people. But I think the actual act of limiting social interaction and closing down these large venues and large gatherings, that just makes sense from a viral standpoint. And that's coming from a non-expert, that's coming from common sense and thinking about it. And that's just my take. That's what I think about this. And I really don't like the way the media is portraying it. I think it's very, very serious. I think it's serious in ways that most people don't realize in terms of you holding the contagion and actually passing it on to one of your loved ones weeks afterwards. Like that, we still don't know 100%. So if you know or you have any more information, you could drop that in the comments down below. But that's what's really serious, because we all have interactions with older people and we don't want those older people to die because we have a sniffle. Maybe I have a sniffle. I don't want to go spread that shit to people that can fucking die. That's really messed up of me to not care about that, right? So I wouldn't want that to happen. But the other chain reaction with laws being passed by people giving up their liberties and their privilege and their freedom for more perceived security. Like this is where laws can get passed and things can change forever because people make irrational, emotional fucking decisions. And that scares the fuck out of me. So I don't know what you think, but I am so grateful to have this community, the Swole fam here, and everyone's still crushing it. I mean, one thing that's great about the Swole fam, making these YouTube videos, having the channel, but not just that, but Swolenormous X, where we do all the training and all the yoga classes and all the weekly accountability meetings and of course the Daily Swole podcast. I love that we have this community, that it's really just another day for us. You know, aside from the social aspects of it, it's just another day. We are training. We are practicing yoga. We're lifting. A lot of us work out at home. You know, we're meditating at home. Like we're doing the same shit that we've always done. The 7 pillars: community, nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, and consistency. It's business as usual in the fucking Swole fam. And I want to remind all of you that you can join Swolenormous X with this special offer. Just go to swolenormousx.com. I made it much easier. Go to swolenormousx.com and you'll find out all the amazing things that we can do. You can sign up with a yoga membership, get unlimited access. You can join the Swole fam for less than $3. Now is the time to do it. We're releasing tons of content. It's quite the opposite of what most people are doing. Everyone else is fucking shutting down. We are turning up the game. So if you're interested in joining the Swole fam, if you're interested in doing yoga anywhere at home, we have hundreds of yoga, mobility, meditation classes, full programs, everything can be done at home. And I'm releasing some brand new band, kettlebell, and core sections this week and this in the next coming week. So tons and tons of stuff coming, and I hope you join us in there. swolenormousx.com for all the details. I'll put the link down below, but you've probably heard me say it 1,000 times. Go check it out, swolenormousx.com, and I'll see you real soon for some more nuts on yo chin. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Enjoy the beard. I hope you like the messy beard today. I'm gonna go eat some bacon and a steak. And remember, don't be a fucking moron. Take care of your health, do some squats, eat a goddamn steak, get some sleep, and love one another. Peace out, beaches.
Oh. Hey, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swolio put nuts on their chin like Everest and K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is gray. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you